It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dina.
What is going on, everyone out there in the world of YouTube, podcasting, and Twitter? It is the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and I am joined, as always, by the rakish, rambunctious, recalcitrant rapier herself, Dina. What's going on, Dina?
Hi. That was like a baby raptor. Dina, sorry.
Yeah, that was like a bit. Yeah, we're adding new baby raptor sounds. I mean, I like your shirt too for the non-YouTube people.
Me
it's got
too.
a dinosaur shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty adorable. How's your hair looking? How you feeling with your hair right now?
It's not good enough for Danny.
Danny or Shauna. All right, no jealousy here. But listen, we will get to your hair in just a moment, Dina, because I cannot possibly be more excited. I'm pumped up. I've got goosebumps. Because the guest that I'm bringing on today is the one, the only, Rance Denton. Now, you may know him. Our guest this week is an author, an educator, a self-professed synthwave addict, and one half of the Quarantine Book Club podcast. His magical Western fantasy fiction novel, His Ragged Company, A Testimony of Elias Faust, is now available on Amazon. Rance D. Denton. What's up, Rance?
What's going on, y'all? Hey, guys.
Howdy, partner.
Hi, it's good to be here. I'm nervous.
No.
That's only because, that's only because we forced you to have hard eye contact with me. That's all we've been doing is just hard eye contact.
I'm not blinking. I'm not looking away. I'm
lost in your eyes. Yeah.
Dan, the truth is your intros are super good, and I get very intimidated by them because they always change. They're always so smooth.
That's only because of the next person that I need to introduce. All right. The man who doesn't want anyone else because when he thinks about the audience, he touches himself. Producer Sean, what's up, buddy?
Another incredible original piece by Daniel there.
I don't like it.
And you know what, Rance? I love the banner, man.
Thank you.
I love it.
I got to be honest with you. I love Dina and Dan. I love both of them so much, but you are absolutely, to me, the star of the show in so many ways.
I agree.
Guys, I have feelings about producer Sean.
Dina's about to walk off the show right
Literally
now.
blushing
Dina's
right
my
now.
world.
Thanks, Daniel.
Dina, you're amazing, but producer Sean, the man makes all this work, baby. All this is working because of him.
That it's true. I tried to help him out twice
I'm
today
gonna cry.
with different tasks, and
I'm gonna
fuck it
cry.
up every time.
I've never felt so recognized.
One
and
of
seen.
the most professional people I could ever have the hope of. I was getting contact from producer Sean, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a really big deal. You guys are a big deal. But I was like, okay, I gotta be my best self. I gotta be no dick jokes.
No.
None. Okay,
no.
maybe one.
We encourage dick
none,
jokes.
None.
Pureness.
Whoa. This is a family show. We are rebranding ourselves. We are not going to swear. There will be no dick jokes.
Okay.
There will be no inappropriate comments.
Okay.
Everyone has pants on, correct?
Yes. Oh, maybe. No. Shit.
No.
Shit.
Okay.
All right, well, maybe next episode, guys. All right, so fuck it. Let's go. So, guys, you may know Rance. If you don't know him, he is one half of the Quarantine Book Club podcast host. That did not come out as a sentence. That was not a sentence. That's just words.
I like it. I like it, Dan.
Run it back. Let's start again at. You might know Rance.
You know my. God damn it.
You know my.
Right. You know me, no shit.
I like my job so much.
You know me, no.
Yeah, this is why I'm third on the power rankings right now. All right. You may know Rance as one half of the Quarantine Book Club podcast with host Bob, where they talk about books, the good, the bad, and it's a little bit comedic, a little bit funny, and very professional. A little bit. But also, his book His Ragged Company, A Testimony of Elias Faust, is out now. And let me tell you, spoiler alert, it's fucking amazing.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Fucking amazing.
Thank you. I'm perpetually scared.
What are we drinking today? Because listen, how we all met is like, and so here's the funniest part. Rance set up like a group chat on Twitter. And he was like, "Hey, these are some like cool author people," and like invited us all in.
And
like,
I was added as an afterthought, but it's fine.
So I
didn't know
right
you then,
here,
Dina. Dina, I didn't know you then.
Yeah, I mean, producer Sean's still not part of the
I've
chat,
literally never been included in any of their side chats.
Producer Sean, you and I can have our own side chat.
Thank you.
And to hell with anybody else.
Shot every day on what's happening.
Rants.
Yeah, I'm going to talk shit about everybody else that's in this podcast to you. Like, I'm going to be like, that fucking Dan guy? Jesus.
I mean, I do that to their faces in our group chat every day. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a constant. But no, so the funniest part is like Brance brought us all together. He's like, "Hey man, you know, like sometime we should all do a video chat together." That never happened. This is 4 or 5 months. This is the first time I've video chatted with.
It is. I think we might have been on audio at some point in the past on like Discord, just messing around, and I think it was only like in passing. But I got really used to the video thing because I was teaching all online this year. So of course my whole life is like, oh, video. We can video chat. Also, it means that I don't have to be responsible in my real life by going to see people socially. So
that's true.
Smart. Yeah. That's kind of my goal.
It's time to drink.
So, guys, what are we all drinking today? What's our drink of choice? A little shout out to the Quarantine Book Club podcast. Rance, what do you got, baby?
I am drinking a Corona Extra. It's going to be in this hand because I'm going to be keeping my eyeball on you guys, and I'm going to keep an eyeball on myself, Buffalo wise. But like, here we go. I'm left-handing it. Yeah. The entire night.
Yeah, do you think 13?
Nice.
Yeah, you think 13 eyes would be good at this game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That was a small reference to His Ragged Company, A Testimony of Elias Faust by Rance Denton.
What do you guys? That's how we do it, baby.
What are you guys drinking? What do you
Dina,
have?
what do you got? Yeah.
I have White Claw because apparently I'm the only motherfucker in this fucking podcast that can represent White Claw. Rance!
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I have got White Claw Surge. I've got
doesn't
the
count.
high gravity. White
Wait,
Claw.
what is that?
Be way drunker. It's 8% alcohol White Claw.
You're fucked. You're gonna be dead.
6, 7, 8.
We need to get all the good parts in now
that much
before
more.
I get deep in this.
I like it. Producer Sean, what about you? What do you got going on?
I have this Costco brand. Oh, you can't see it because of my green screen. Citra Hop Session IPA. It's in my Buffalo pint glass, by the way. Available on shop.
Yeah, you can get that at
store.
our merch store.
Don't make it weird.
You guys have been slaying the merch, by the way. I was hoping. I was actually. Let me tell you a quick story about the merch. I was going to buy a shirt to wear tonight, and I forgot. like
we never do that here. We're very professional. In this
that was the
podcast.
whole.
Yeah.
That was the whole story. I completely forgot. And I was going to make a shirt tonight that said, "Don't make it weird," but then I couldn't find my Sharpie.
Get paper.
Don't worry. Producer
So
Sean
instead-
will Photoshop this on later.
Okay,
he's
cool.
gonna-
So
Producer
instead
Sean will Photoshop it on later.
I made the Producer Sean fan club.
I'm
starting.
not
I went
mad
to
about
what Shannon's
that.
drinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
We had to have the obligatory Shannon reference, so that's all. I just
Good.
need to get that in before
And I hope that.
Evening,
ahead.
Shannon.
that's true.
This
Good
is the-
morning, Shannon. I don't care if it's not
morning.
morning.
Okay, go ahead. Carry on. Go.
All right. So it is time to get to our first game, and we are very, very excited. It's one that we're bringing back from some of the original episodes. We're bringing back pickup lines. You're going to see us all seduce the hell out of each other, and it could get a little steamy. Could get a little damp, a little moist.
The last and only time, to my memory, that we played this game was episode 3 with Peter Sean Tyrrell.
I feel
Hey,
Oh,
babe. Sorry.
I'm not going to do as good as PST. It's not going to happen.
PST. We've always done PS, and I don't know why we never threw the T on it, because I feel like we should have.
He's cool enough for his own time zone. PST.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that just makes me think of Pacific time.
It's probably exactly why it has never happened. So good point. Good point.
Oh my lord. I never thought of that. Okay.
All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. We're eating. Actually, no, producer Sean, I want you to spell this out for me. I want you to explain.
Yeah,
this.
I bet you do, buddy. I bet you do.
Yeah, I do.
It's
Yeah, I
very
just wanna hear your
simple.
voice.
This is you laugh, you die rules, meaning someone is going to say a pickup
yeah.
line, and the object of the game is to get everyone else to laugh. And if you're in the audience for that particular round, your objective is to not laugh. So that's
Okay.
it. We'll go round robin.
Yeah.
And who's kicking it off? Daniel, you want to start us off?
Oh, this is guest choice, baby. Oh no, you know what? Mine are always the worst. So let me start it.
All right.
I'm getting myself pumped up for this. I'm gonna get so damn.
All right. We got the mood music. This one goes out to my wife, Miriam. Let me just say that. Where is it?
Already off to a hot start.
That's what she said.
I had it.
Oh!
All right, here we go. This one goes out to my wife, Miriam. Are you a stack of dirty dishes? Because I want to get you wet and do you all night long.
Not a peep.
You're not funny.
Listen, it's funny if you know that I'm really shitty about doing the dishes.
You
and
tried.
We know you are.
So
Daniel,
It would have
you
been.
tried.
It would have been funnier if you said, "Are you a pile of dishes, dirty dishes?" Because I want to just leave you soaking in the sink, so I don't have to do you.
I don't know if that would give me a win there, but that's pretty good.
I mean, you
All right, well,
laughed.
I'm off to a normal start, which is no points.
0-1.
on my pickup line. So
Dina,
Proud of you.
That's fair.
Proud of you.
show Daniel how to do it.
I'm going? Okay. All right.
yeah.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, let's have sex inside my car.
You got Daniel.
Well, I'm
Daniel.
already fucking.
I targeted.
I was not expecting a musical number there.
No.
I know, I targeted Daniel.
You have a remarkable singing voice,
That
Dina.
was.
Positivity show. All
Great
right.
hair.
Rance is just
and
out
a
here
good
trying to
singing
break the
voice.
record of
Daniel's
most
looking
compliments.
super hot, but producer Sean is the one who rides my saddle.
Dude, I'm on
Was that
board.
his pickup line?
Hey,
No.
save it for the pickup line, sir.
No, I was just naturally hitting on
No,
producer Sean with his consent.
that's
Okay.
flirting right there.
Okay.
That's just a natural pheromone.
All right, Rance, hit us
Right.
with it.
Oh.
Are you ready to die hard? Because I'm gonna Nakatomi please ya.
How are all these so much better than mine? My sources suck.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I will always enjoy a Die Hard reference. Just
Thank you. Thank you.
throwing that out
You know,
there.
Dina, I thought you and I were related, but I think producer Sean and I may be related
Here's
now.
the thing, Rance. You have to remember that I don't remember movies. So I didn't get the reference.
That's true.
I feel really bad. I feel
She has
bad
3
for you.
degrees,
I
just
feel
keep
bad
this in
for
mind.
you.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad for her because every one of your favorite movies ever, she gets to watch for the first time over and
That's
over
a
again.
Guess what? Oh my god. Last night I watched Iron Man 2 twice because I forgot to remove the credits wrong.
Of all
Dina.
movies to see twice in a row, you chose Iron Man 2. The only thing that's important about that is Mickey Rourke going, I won my bird. Like,
me
that's
my
the
bird.
only thing that's good about that movie. I love
Oh
it.
yeah, he did have a bird. Okay, so no, here's
did.
the thing.
yeah.
Producer Sean and myself happen to be like coincidentally watching the Marvel Universe in chronological order, and
Hell yeah.
so that's why it was.
Anyway,
Interesting.
let's not get too far off track here. Daniel,
All right. Bringing this back. All right, guys, here we go. I'm ready. This one goes out to Dina. Fuck me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs still exist, right?
okay.
Don't give me the eyebrow raise.
So-
don't give. That was good. That was good.
I almost broke. I almost
hold
broke.
on. That was
Thank you.
really good.
Appreciate
Okay.
It was really good.
I'm just imagining that Dina just stabbed herself in the leg to avoid laughing. Because that was hilarious.
I found nothing funny about it.
Whatever means
I don't
you
find
need to
anything funny
use to
about
keep
it.
from laughing.
Yeah, I thought she was just gonna stab me. She's like, Don't you use a fucking pickup line on me, you son of a bitch.
No, in my head, I was like trying to argue with you. That's all. That's how I keep it together.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
Dina.
think about it, the next argument. Yeah.
You're 1 for 1.
Okay, you ready? The FBI called demanding my penis. Help me hide it.
Fuck me.
Oh,
Good
shit.
job.
Thanks.
That wasn't
Thanks,
even
I was
that
trying.
funny, but it was just unexpected.
That's the best part.
Exactly. That one's funny because it's Dina saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you,
Yeah.
I catered
Alright, I'm
to
so
my
Dina.
audience.
Well,
2 for
Yeah,
2.
Dina does
Since
have
this is our
a
last episode.
mighty penis.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
was
hear.
gonna say, because it's our last episode, we're allowed to make dick jokes. Dina, if you had a penis, like, how big do you think it would be?
Are you a grower or a shower?
It'd be a cubit.
It would be a full cubit. That's bigger than
Oh,
Edge.
Cubit! Drink to the reference, baby.
Ah. No, I'd be a grower, not a shower.
That's very biblical of you.
Thank
It usually
you.
is.
I appreciate somebody understanding it.
Yep.
I understood that reference. All right, Rance.
Speaking of biblical, I got one for you.
All right.
Oh,
No. He catered.
Do you want to be the tail end to my human centipede?
Got Daniel.
Can somebody please, like,
so gross.
actually
Okay, so-
get me? Like, you gotta cater, people.
I don't think Dina gets the reference.
Shit.
I understand the human centipede reference, you nasty fuck.
All right, one more round. Let's go one more round. Because, I got to make sure we have time because Reigns has teased us with a great story later. And by God, I want to hear it. So let's go, Bruce.
All
Sean,
right.
hit my music.
Ooh, can I go next? Because I have a good follow-up to his.
Done. Do it. Go.
Go for it.
Okay. My love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in.
Someone got
you got me.
Rance. Someone
got
got
me.
Rance.
Rance has finally been had. It was the poop jokes.
It was. It always is. I am 12
catered.
years old at most. That
I
was
love it.
great.
All right,
Welcome.
Daniel. Let's hear it.
All right, I'm gonna take us off from the poop theme, and Rance, this one goes out to you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Are you a raisin? Because you're raising my dick.
He got him.
Yeah.
He got him.
Yeah.
That might be
That
the.
time I actually did stab myself.
Well, Daniel, if I don't do that to you, I would feel, I would be full of remorse. Dina,
Listen,
what?
this episode is about positivity. With Rance on this show, this is the positivity show now, guys.
You're gonna be positive. I mean, if you want a positive after that, I actually don't have another one. I thought I had a third one, and I don't know where the hell it's at on my phone.
Do you want me to send you one?
You better find it. Yeah, Dina.
Okay,
Yeah, Dina.
Dina's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
send
got
you
it.
one, and then you just
Okay.
have to read it cold. Okay.
Okay, you got it. I love it.
Yep.
Oh, I have the perfect one for you to read too.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, I need you to get quiet with it and just really give us like a sensual, close to the microphone read.
Okay,
It's on Twitter.
so cool. I
Oh,
love
you
it.
just straight posted
I love
and tagged
it.
him.
Did you wait? Did you?
Did you actually
I
tweet it,
DM'd
or
you.
did you DM? Okay.
No. I should
That
have
would have been really
tweeted it.
funny if you tweeted it.
was gonna
That
say.
would be really good.
That would have been remarkable, actually. Okay, here we go. You're like a trophy fish. I don't know whether to mount you or eat you.
Oh, not the sound! Not the sound! Oh,
The sound pushed it over the edge. You got him.
oh no! He Hannibal Lectered us, guys. He fucking Hannibal Lectered us.
Also, Rance, I just tweeted you.
You just tweeted me?
Yeah.
You
What does the
son
tweet
of a...
say?
It is.
What
You're
have
like a
you
trophy
done?
Fish. I don't know whether to mount you or eat you.
Did you just send him the?
the exact same
Oh
one.
my god, that's incredible.
I didn't even fucking care.
Yes.
That'll be fun to track down and
Love it.
retweet when this episode comes out.
Yeah, just go ahead and save that bad boy now.
There it is.
All right.
All right, guys. So I've been told that you have a surprise for us, Rance. Now, we know nothing about this. I don't know shit. I've been bugging producer Sean. He won't tell me anything, and...
Wait, don't show anybody anything yet. I have to blow my nose. Okay.
This is a Don't Make It Weird special. Dina blows her nose. What's the noise?
Yeah. Do we have just like a car horn? There it is. That's the noise. While we're waiting for Dina, Rance, what's your best Velociraptor sound?
Oh, I don't know. It's been ages since I've seen Jurassic Park. I mean that. So, like, I can't will to mind. Dina!
What the fuck,
Is that a
Dina?
warthog?
I can't will to mind a
What the hell
Velociraptor
just
sound.
happened?
For those of you playing along at home,
Oh my god.
Dina just made an animal noise, so drink.
But this might be our cold open right here.
I liked it.
Okay.
It's an alternative dinosaur noise. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so
Alternative dinosaur
this was 100% Rance's idea. He was super excited about it. I was totally on board. Essentially, I don't want to give too much away, but he said that he likes to have fun with making bad songs out of royalty-free music, and he decided to make us a song.
It's just for you guys.
Yes, Rance!
Just for you
I
guys.
love bad songs.
So,
Love you guys, and it's just for you.
I'm so scared.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh no.
Hey, Mom, can you close the door? Oh, let me just unbutton my pants. I'm trying to jerk off and just close the fucking door. Dan and Dina are doing the thing, hanging out on a Monday night again. Producer Sean with his patience thin. Olive dogs are a culinary sin. We know you're definitely making it weird. Fucking up names, Dan. It's literally not that hard. Seriously, it's actually not that hard. Just tattoo them to your forehead, your forehead. Dan and Dina are pissing on my face. Oh, wait, I definitely read that wrong. What I meant is, wait, oh god, whatever. Getting moist from bad erotica. Here we are, we're making it weird. Par for the course, nothing else to see here. Bring your White Claw and your wine and your beer. It's Monday night and we're planning on making it weird. We know you're definitely making it weird. Fucking up names, Dan. It's literally not that hard. Seriously, it's actually not that hard. Just tattoo them to your forehead, your forehead. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. I'm making it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. I thought this song ended quite a bit ago. I'll make it weird. Don't make it weird. Here comes that hot fade out.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is
Just
beautiful.
for you guys.
Rance, you fucking genius! That's
I got
incredible.
you back. I one of my favorite things to do is I listen to all this like royalty-free music, and like I'm always like, I really wanted to be a vocalist of a band at some point, but I can't sing. So I was like, well, I did it for the Quarantine Book Club at one point. There was like music in a book, and I was like, fuck it, I gotta make shitty songs out of this. And so I was like, you know what? Why not? You guys need a song from someone who loves you. And Dan, you fuck
that
up
was
names all the time.
That was actually really good.
I thought this was a positivity show, Rance.
I was waiting.
I'm just being honest.
that was really positive. Go ahead, Dina.
He was positive
Thank you.
about that. Yeah, sorry, Dina.
It's okay. No, I was just waiting on an insult for me, and I was just like, oh my God, my feelings are going to get hurt.
Dina, I can't insult you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like insulting my
You are the
sister.
star of the show. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Well,
can insult the fuck out of my brother, but that's fine.
Well, I'm bad at insults too. Like, I'm actually not good at them. My brain starts going super fast, and then anxiety catches up to me, and I get really
love
scared.
it. I love watching you insult people on Twitter too. Like, it's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, no, that's definitely my favorite thing. Do you think there's still room for us at base con rants?
Oh, absolutely. There's always.
Oh my God.
No, you know what? You can't because they got to fit so many people into this room.
Him. We can't derail him like that. He's gonna go way off track.
Fucking based cone. God, I can't go. I respect women too much, so
It's fair.
Darn.
All right. Speaking of that's the perfect transition. All right, Rance, it is time. It is time for us to peel back your base nature.
Pale it back.
peel back,
Peel
it back.
back.
Peel
It back, my base. And also, really, like, is it really self-centered to say something to be like, I really respect women? Like, is that like that feels like a weird thing to say, right?
No.
Like, I don't know. Okay,
I will
like, just come out and say
I feel
it.
like
Daniel, this is not your turn. I am the female.
I'm sorry, Dina.
Daniel, literally the first fucking person.
Okay, to be fair, I was thinking about your giant penis again, Dina. I'm very sorry.
Daniel's like, listen, as a white cis male, I feel like I should answer this question.
Because there's not enough of my perspective out there.
I'm literally the most attacked genre of person.
You're the honeydew melon of people. I mean, think about it. Like, I have a theory about this. Okay, I have a theory about this. Cis white men. Okay, we are the honeydew melon of people because, like, think about a honeydew melon in a salad. It's the most boring piece of the salad, but it overwhelms the salad, right? Like, you cannot taste a piece of salad. It's like, oh, there's fucking honeydew melon up in this bitch, and so, and that's just sort of the way we are too.
Sorry,
I
Dina, tell us about a woman.
Well,
She married a honeydew melon.
There we go. She married a honeydew melon.
I
Dina,
married the most basic white bitch boy ever, and I love him. Okay.
Shout out Timothy.
Dina,
Timothy
yeah, I'm sorry. I stepped on you.
No, you didn't. If you did, I would have yelled at you like Daniel.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I was just gonna say I didn't think it was like a bitchy, like self-centered thing to say. Like, you respect women too much because they don't respect women at BaseCon, so fuck them.
Do they like make you prove that
listen.
you don't respect women at the door?
Yeah.
I am not gonna say what I was about to say.
You have to pledge allegiance with your bald eagle at the door of BaseCon.
Yes.
That's the only way to get in.
Yeah, absolutely. Open carry both your guns and your misogyny, right? Like, that has to be you just have to be ready to go.
It's not open carry.
And this is how we're going to get a ton of down.
Yeah, just your swords.
Yeah.
and your fedora,
Yeah.
my lady.
Okay. All right, and that's how this video is going to get downvoted by trolls eventually. They go, that son of a bitch. They're out here making
All
fun of me.
7 of them are going to downvote us.
I swear to God, I am a Southerner, but
Yeah. We're gonna do a very special reading of Rance's book, His Ragged Company: The Testimony of Elias Faust, now available on Amazon and where all books are read. Dina is gonna do the reading for us as we wait with bated breath.
I'm honored.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
For Dad, who knew enough to teach me how not to be. There you go.
No,
that's a
not
book.
that fucking part.
That's the acknowledgement.
I'm crying,
No,
dude. I'm fucking crying.
Nailed it. You know what, Daniel?
Damn
That
it,
first
Dina, you
paragraph
got me.
was pretty impressive.
That was
Okay.
That was it. And actually, the first. Hey, so hold on, just non-recording. End at "Welcome Home, Elias Faust."
Poor Dina.
Should know not to tell her what
That's
to do.
not a first That's not the first paragraph.
It's like 2 paragraphs.
That's like the last
like 4
line of the
paragraphs.
book. He's like, just read the whole thing.
It's like 2 paragraphs. just end it.
Do my
Welcome Home,
audiobook,
you'll be all right.
Dina. Just do the audiobook.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, hydrating.
Can you hear me swallow? Okay.
Hey, that's what she said. We'll all drink to that.
Okay.
Dina!
How did
Dina, do I need to do
Dina? Did you not know that was the first line?
No, I
That's what I'm
didn't.
saying. That's one of the
I
best.
was watching my own joke still.
Oh, okay. I'm just busting your ass.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Dina, you had to read my book the minute it came out.
Nah, I was on the fucking poster by the book. Okay. There I was, the guy with his head halfway up a horse's ass. Maybe halfway is stretching the truth, but I was close to it. I hung across the rear of the horse. The ground flashed by a few feet below my head. Sanded dirt stung my cheeks. My brain felt like it was close to giving up. Body wasn't far behind. I heard gunfire. Not close by, but getting closer. The popping gun blast had a heartbeat rhythm. Wood smoke was in the air, but I knew it didn't come from a hearth fire. It was death smoke. Town's on fire, get your ass in your hand and run kind of smoke. Welcome home, Elias Faust.
You know what? Dina, that was phenomenal. I feel
She put on that Southern girl twang in the middle of
Yeah,
that.
she
Did
did.
you hear it? Did you hear it?
Yep.
Dina, thank
All right,
you.
by the way, I know you already drank, but I have to do this. It's obligatory buzz
Yeah.
for the two
Was
horsemen.
it two or was it? Was
Oh,
it two?
two.
Okay.
It was two.
Yeah. I thought about going full country, but I thought that was a bad idea. I wasn't sure how long I could keep it up.
Oh my!
I kind of lost that
Oh my
accent
God!
a
I
long
love
time ago.
full country, Dina.
Yeah,
Oh
what
my
would
God,
make
I
you go
love
full
full
country,
country.
Dina?
When I'm around my family, I go full country.
When you're,
I didn't mean to fade out like that.
it was perfect.
When I'm around family, I get a little southern.
Yeah, I do.
So we are gonna we're gonna peel back the layers of your baseness, Rance.
Cool.
We're gonna learn
God.
the deep, dark truths of you.
Basic,
We're gonna
bitch.
learn all
Basic.
the tea. If Dina doesn't make you cry by the end of this segment, we have not done our job. So we're ready to get emotional. Personal questions with Dinosaurus.
Since we're ready to piss people off. So, Rance, I want to get your hot take, hashtag hot takes, on is the Jetsons a post-apocalyptic world existing at the same time as the Flintstones, or is it a utopia or a dystopia?
Oh, absolutely a dystopia.
Oh.
Absolutely a dystopia. I cannot confirm nor deny whether it exists the same time the Flintstones do, but it is 100% a dystopia. Utopias don't exist. There's absolutely no way whatsoever that the Jetsons can be a utopia.
So do you think that they were like all living in the sky because of all the pollution and everything, and like the Flintstones were like the dumb people that got stuck here down here?
Oh, that's a really good point. I never thought about that, actually. I never thought that could be a thing, but wow, now that you're saying it, I'm thinking,
You're welcome.
holy crap, yeah, that's a real possibility.
Yeah.
That like darkens it up.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Dude. But yeah, I'd
But
say
at least they have dinosaurs.
it's a dystopia. I mean, look at Rosie, right? Like, what? Rosie's life sucks.
Yeah, terrible.
She is a robot.
Listen, even though she's a robot, she's definitely. Listen, she's
an
a
inanimate-
stand-in for
But she has a personality of some sort, right? Like,
It's a program,
There's a lot-
though.
Dina. Look, I'm gonna mansplain Rosie to you, okay, Dina? No, I don't know. Yeah, dystopia. I think. God, I'm crying already.
Okay, Rance, complete the sentence.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta go back. That still had some twang. Okay.
No. I need you
Complete
to
the
do twang
sentence.
now. Give me twang for this. Yeah, keep this in twang.
You want me to keep on? Okay. Complete
Yep,
the sentence, Rance. You think that's weird? You should see my.
Smoking hot shits.
Why, Rance? Why?
Okay. No hesitation.
Like I told you, I'm 12 years old in the head. All I can think about is like poop and food, you guys. That's all that happens. How the fuck did I write a book? I have no idea. None.
Good Lord, that's going on a t-shirt.
You think that's weird? You should see my
Listen, that was
smoking hot
very
shits.
evocative. Yeah. the smoking hot shits.
Alrighty. Would you write a scene in a book where characters poop and do laundry
Wait, at the same time?
at the same time?
Well, I mean, okay, so if there was a need
What
for
the
it,
hell happened
absolutely.
to our show?
Like I feel like that's an endless cycle, right? Like, are you pooping and doing the same laundry? Like, or are they just like putting it in there, but it's like next to the toilet, and they're like, oh, I got it. I mean, yeah, I would. Like, I'm cool with that. Actually, I will be honest with you. There's no Dukem scenes in my book, so like, I'm very proud of that. I don't think. Wait, yeah, there's no Dukem scenes in my book. But like, maybe that's gonna find a way in the next one.
I don't know. Don't you feel like that's really important for character development?
Absolutely, we got to know exactly
So
how they
you're
soil their
saying-
clothes.
You're saying wait for number 2 for
Yeah,
that?
wait for number 2.
Oh my god!
Producer Sean,
God damn it!
Daddy
producer Sean.
Podcast, bringing it in.
You're welcome.
Podcast Daddy Podcast.
Love it.
Oh shit! Shout out Jess. Jess the best. We love you.
Just the best.
Alrighty then. If you could bring back one 90s trend, what would it be?
Oh, those big ass MC Hammer pants. Absolutely.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had
Yes.
parachute pants.
Hell yeah.
I'm
They
all
kicked
about it.
Of course
ass.
it did.
They kicked ass, man. They looked so good. They were super comfortable on your boys. Like they but they looked great on anybody of any like whether you're a girl,
On
you're
any
a guy,
butt or
on any
anybody.
butt. Like they
Any
looked
both.
great. They also looked slick with like some nice shoes, right? God.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
No?
in the movement
Dean's
to allow you
like,
to do your
no.
sweet dance
Rance.
moves.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rance,
Fuck yeah.
Dina was born in 1997.
That
so
fucking hurts so goddamn bad. I was 15.
know.
I was already making
I
bad
know.
decisions by the time you were even a
Yeah.
twinkle in your mother's eye, as they say.
Yeah. My brothers are a minimum of 12 years older than me, and
Jesus.
yeah.
You know what?
Oh my god.
You know what, Dina?
Poor
Good.
boys.
I'm actually glad that you were born in 97 because you know what? People born before then actually sort of suck. So
Hey,
and
this is a
after.
positivity show, Rance. This isn't positive.
they fuck up
need
names
you to
a
go
lot. No.
Well, that concludes this portion of our interview. Daniel?
Well, I sure do appreciate it, Dinosaurus, and I've got.
Well, you're
Oh,
very
Lord.
I'm not gonna be able to
welcome,
do that.
Daniel.
I feel seduced right now. Weak in the knees, man. Oh
You
my
went
God.
Is that
full
from my-
Travis Tritt for like 5 seconds there.
Is that from my receding hairline, Daniel, or is that from Dina's?
Well, look, I mean, the visual of your hairline plus Dina's voice and is creating like a beautiful like mixture of eroticism.
I'm so glad to be a part of that.
All right, so we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about your book, His Ragged Company. And first of all, absolutely incredible book. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And like, so I've read a ton of fantasy. I've read a ton of, sci-fi, everything in that genre. And I'll be honest, I know that there's probably others in existence, but yours is the first Weird West fantasy. Yours is the first one that I've seen where it's taking place in a Western cowboy setting. So what was your kind of thought process in wanting to create this setting, create this environment, and kind of what were some of the influences on this book?
Okay, so like it's funny you asked that because I can definitely say that I can answer it. It's one of those questions I can answer. Unlike other ones that people would ask, I'd be like, "Oh God, I got no idea." I grew up watching westerns. My dad was an old guy. My dad was 52 when I was born. So he was getting it in. I was an oops.
Oh, God.
I didn't know where the fuck I came from.
Rance.
So I grew up, he was born in 31. So he really came to be an adult at the time where like Westerns were a huge thing. Saturday morning theaters, right? You go in and watch a Western. So he would talk about those. We would listen to like the Lone Ranger on, God, what do they call those? The audio dramas. And I loved those when I was a kid. I love Westerns. There is so much to be explored in the problematic American frontier. it's this place of fascination, but also this place of like learning as well. And honestly, I just started writing Western stories, and then I literally wrote this book. It was not a fantasy in any capacity. It was just 5 sort of cheesy Western stories. And then I went, you know what? This is cool, but it's not exactly what I want. And I wanted to go back and I wanted to incorporate more fantasy stuff in there. There were maybe some suggested hints of it. So I wrote it originally in 2010. I rewrote it in 2018 to incorporate a lot of those fantasy elements. And then I rewrote it again I would say the last half of 2019, really making it what I wanted it to be. Because I wanted it to be a book that my dad would look at if he were still alive and he'd be like, oh, that's really super cool. But also I wanted it to be a book that I would look at and be like, yeah, that's the kind of adventure I want. And I love magic. I love fantasy. So it's nothing new, but it's exactly what I wanted it to be.
That's incredible. And it's so interesting that you said that, you know, it was 5 different stories. Because one of the notes that I had is that this book, it felt almost like it was episodic. Like I was watching a television show or reading a television show that all built towards, you know, the crescendo, built towards the big plot. And it felt like there was a lot of different kind of smaller arcs built into this larger story. And I wanted to know kind of why you wanted to go with that structure and how that came about.
Because I was too stupid to turn it into any other structure. I had originally written them as 5 different stories that I was going to just send out. My thought was that Elias Faust was going to be this run of your mill. Every protagonist in a Western, right? He was going to be your usual protagonist, and he was just in situations that he came out of by his fingernails. Because I love it when a protagonist gets their ass beat. It's one of my favorite things. And Elias Faust gets his ass beat a lot. And then I started noticing these threads that were going between these stories. One was building on the other, wasn't building on the other. Originally, they were really distinctly different. They were all their own beginning, middle, and end with a whole plot arc in there. But I didn't feel like that was very cohesive for a novel. So I smoothed out some things in the middle and made them all work together the way I wanted them to. And I was really happy with the way that came out because what were once stories just became parts.
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting, and it's so funny how I love that your answers are leading me into my next one, because one of the things I said that I found so interesting about Faust is that Dina, every time we have a guest,
is everyone okay?
Dina, you're right.
Hold on.
So, I thought it was a really interesting thing that what you said about Faust, because one of my notes is that you kick his ass quite a bit. Even the fights, in the beginning, where, usually when you're setting up the main character and you're kind of setting the baseline for, listen, he's kind of a badass. Like most of the time in fantasy, it's almost like letting the WWF main eventer kind of beat up on a jobber just to show how dominant they are. Faust never gets that. He gets his ass kicked from moment one.
I always loved fantasy stories. Well, I mean, one of my big favorite ones, and I know, Dan, you and I hold the same love for this series, is the Dresden Files. I love how much Dresden, there is this experience when I read the Dresden Files where I just want Dresden to sleep. And I just want him to go to sleep. I'm like, buddy, 3 hours of a nap and you're gonna be set to go.
Someone let Dresden sleep,
right?
Please.
Let the poor bastard sleep, and also give him a hat. It's not a Coca-Cola hat, okay? Give him a cool hat. I always like that though when a protagonist barely comes out of the other end. I remember watching when I was in the midst of rewriting this. I was watching Daredevil on Netflix, and I love the fact that the protagonist is barely coming out of fights, but alive. It's one of those things that I actually really loved in that when you guys were talking about Marvel earlier. I loved in the ground level Marvel shows of the small boroughs defense kind of stuff with Luke Cage and Daredevil, because these guys, they had superpowers, but almost they didn't know how to flaunt them yet. Unlike your Thors, unlike your Iron Mans, who can take so much damage. And Faust takes a lot of damage, and there's a reason why he takes all that damage. But my hope is that maybe a few books down the line, we'll start to see him become a little more capable. But my thought has always been, at the beginning of a situation, if I'm dealing with the supernatural, I'm going to get my ass kicked. If I die, well, I'm probably going to die. But somebody like Faust, he's going to get his ass kicked. He's barely going to come out of the other side. And if he does, he's going to have scars.
And one of the things I thought was really interesting that you did with all the characters in your book is that, you know, I'm a big fan, and we've talked about it a lot of times on this podcast, showing, not telling. You know, we learn everything that we need to know about the characters from their actions, from their conversations in your story. No one has a backstory. I don't know shit about how fast Faust got to Black Peak. He just shows up in Black Peak and he's the marshal. We get, you know, a little kind of some nuggets there, but I don't know how he learned to shoot a gun. I don't know, you know, was he in the army? Was he, you know, you give us nothing about any of these characters. You just give us action. And I guess talk us through your thought process on developing your characters that way.
There were a lot of times where I actually did have some backstory for them. And then as I was editing, I just took them out. Cicero, who is my favorite character, I will say I'm going to be that author guy. I actually have a whole novel for Cicero that is in my desk that will never come to see the light of day because it's not necessary.
About that, I want it.
it's not necessary, but it's all about his past, and you will get a lot of that later on in the series. But it didn't feel necessary to have it now. I sort of wanted him to be a mystery, like how does this guy show up? And okay, he's an actor, but also he knows how to shoot, and there's something with him. It's the same with Faust. There was a little bit of a history with Faust, and I nixed most of it because it really got in the way of the flow of the story. And I wanted to even it's a chonker. This is a big ass book. It's 120,000 words. I couldn't cut it down, and I wanted to make sure that those 120 did what they had to do without there being any extra filler. And my hope is that maybe people read it and they go, "Oh, okay, now I really want to learn about that stuff. Maybe it'll come out later."
Yes,
So.
that would be 100% accurate. And I think one of the other really interesting things that you did, because, you know, you can ask producer Sean, I love the background characters in shit. I've always been a fan of like the secondary people, the ones that you don't hear as much about. And so one of the things I think that was great about your book is that you brought to life all these citizens in Black Peak. They felt real. They felt a lot, you know, invested in the story. I mean, Miss Nellie Lawson. That was
Love her.
She was a pretty whore. She always greet you with a smile and never locked your door. And listen, you know, you had Peggy Winters, you had Nellie Lawson, you had, you know, Cicero. I mean, we knew a little bit about everyone, and let me tell you what a freaking badass Miss Garland is.
Yeah, you can tell the characters that I love, right? Well, like when you're writing them, you always know the ones that people love. Yeah, she's one of the ones that I love. I love her.
So I mean, how did you go about bringing about these rich background characters without taking over your story?
I think one of the things that's really important to me about fantasy in any regard is that, especially if you're dealing with big supernatural shit or even just the hints of supernatural shit, that in the end we're all still human. And I've got beer on my shirt, by the way. You see that?
Oh, damn it. I was going to call you out on that later and make
Nope.
you feel bad.
Is that, like, if we were in a circumstance where there's supernatural shit happening, we're still dealing with our human issues, right? Whether they're medical issues, whether they're issues of belonging. You know, if the sky opened up tomorrow and the supernatural shit started happening, I'm still going to be dealing with anxiety, right? And so I like that. There he is. So I like being able to make characters even more human because they're dealing with their own stuff in the meantime. And sometimes that stuff isn't talked about, but those characters still deserve being full human people as opposed to just words on a page or ink put there for the sake of some commodity or novelty. I wanted to make sure Miss Garland had, you know, drives, that Peggy Winters had drives, that even somebody like, you know, Lawson, who was there for maybe 3 or 4 pages, is still someone that you can have some kind of human connection with, because you may not get somebody's full story, but you deserve to at least know as much about them to appreciate who they are as people.
And that's amazing. And listen, we're gonna have a conversation about Nellie Lawson later. No spoilers.
Cool. Cool.
But one of the last questions I'll have for this. Again, I always find about 1 million that I want to go through. But I think what you did with the first Gregdon twins in the beginning, and I'm trying to word it in a way without spoilers. You took something that in most novels and television shows are a little bit of a throwaway. A little bit of a we're these are just the grunts. These are just, guys, again, just to show what a badass our marshal is. And you took them from irrelevant to tragic to hated, but still very freaking tragic. And none of it was them having an arc. We just slowly unspooled, their story as we went. And so, what was your design with them and how you kind of built that story out?
Beats the shit out of me. You're making me feel like a real smart guy over here, Dan, and I appreciate that. No, I actually have no idea. I want to always linger. I don't like leaning into the sympathetic villain. There's something about that feels a little disingenuous to me at times. There's nothing wrong with doing it, just with me as a writer. It's a bit disingenuous. I want my villains to be able to be hated and not for my... Thank you, Dina. Thank you.
I fucking hate that we have to sympathize with villains nowadays. It drives me fucking nuts.
Because you know what?
Why do we do that?
We don't always sympathize with other people either. It's just the nature of the beast. And I don't want my villains to be sympathetic per se, but I do want them to have layers. The whole Shrek onion bullshit.
Hey, we know about Shrek onions.
Potatoes, not onions.
Yeah, according to Daniel, potatoes have layers.
They do.
They do.
Only Hasselbacks.
Any chance though that I can squeeze a character like a zit and make a little bit more of them come out? That sounds really disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross analogy.
I'll do it.
Don't put that music to that. You nasty fuck.
Thank you. You make me feel like I had a plan.
Real quick, because this was probably my favorite little turn of phrase that you used in the book. Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'll spell it on the screen for the people
that is just
watching at home.
hors d'oeuvres question mark. Hors d'oeuvres question mark.
Beautiful.
Is that going to be the new poll? Hors d'oeuvres? Question mark.
Yeah, no, that was one of the, I literally remember writing that line, and as I was writing it, I was like,
Beavis and Butthead.
When I read it.
I was like, this is the dumbest thing I'm writing, but maybe somebody will like it. So Dan, thank you. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. It stuck out. It was highlighted for me. Then last question with him. Why does Faust only make friends by arresting them first?
Great question, because the writer is an idiot, and I have no idea how else to make him interact with people. I do have, it's funny in our I had to make a character. I love the idea that these marshals are not necessarily people that you would trust to be law people. They're not exactly law-abiding citizens. There's a lot of stuff that's going to come out later. I mean, as we see in this, we see Faust cover up some shit that might come back to bite him in the ass later on. Because to me, this is a backwater town, and we get some idea that like this town has been put together for a specific reason, but no one oversees this town. So Faust is only a marshal because he was the only one who in that circumstance was, I guess, ready to like pick up a gun and say, all right, I guess I'll keep some semblance of law in this place. And so to me, it makes sense that he's going to make mistakes and he's going to fuck up. And he's going to continue doing that too. I love having main characters who, look, our protagonists don't have to make smart decisions at all. Anybody who's like, when I read a book and people make dumb decisions, I get mad. Come on, that's life. We all make stupid fucking decisions. How many times have I said, I'm not going to pay this bill this week? because I just don't feel like it. Yeah, I've done that before, right? Do I reap it? Does it kick me in the ass later? Absolutely. But hey, I really wanted to get those magic cards, you know?
Yeah. Before we can get to your epic story, it's time for me and Dina to give you each an off-the-wall question. Dinosaurus, take us away.
All right, Rance.
I'm ready. Dina, bring it.
If you could kill, not necessarily kill, but they never existed, pick one character from Frasier to never exist.
Jesus, that hurts.
Never.
What? That's
What
fucking
kind of monster
terrible.
are you?
She knows that my love of Frasier
Therapy.
goes deep.
You're gonna need therapy
Dina-
after this, bitch.
The rest of Don't Make It Weird does not endorse Dina's question here. That is cruelty of a level we've never seen.
That is truly cruel with your Mike's lemonade. I'm gonna say
My favorite.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Oh, not a sponsor.
Daphne's mom.
That's
Daphne's
such a
mom.
lame
That's
pick,
fair.
but that's
It
fine.
is
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Well,
fine.
no. Do you want me to go with with one of the main
character.
characters?
Main
Ross.
character.
Ross, absolutely Ross.
Ross!
Yeah.
I love Ross!
Dina
I
thought
do
she was
too.
going to make you cry, and here you are about to make her cry.
I'm making Dina cry. Oh, yeah, I mean,
Because I relate to him the most.
Ross is producer Sean for us.
it's right. Roz goes through some shit. She goes through some shit, but actually,
She's the
no.
most expendable out of the main cast.
The truth is, the show is merely a vehicle for Niles and Daphne. That's it. So you could sort of get rid of Frasier, actually, and also to hell with Kelsey Grammer. That guy is a butthead. But yeah,
shit.
I think Roz. I'm sorry if I hurt you.
There's so many times on this show where someone will say, you know, I really hate this thing. And then Dina's like, under her breath, like, I really like that thing.
All right, and I've got a bonus one just because I know you're a fan. If you were any Attitude Era WWE superstar, who would you be?
Oh God, I would want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh hell yeah, but I couldn't be. I mean,
Break the glass, Sean! Break the glass!
I love Steve Austin. I love Kane. Yeah, Attitude Era was absolutely my favorite. That was when but actually, the Hardy Boys, both the Hardys, I fucking love.
Yeah!
Yes.
Can I just say that listening to you and Bob use wrestling metaphors to describe how shitty Ready Player 2 was so fucking funny. I was like live messaging Daniel about it while I was listening to it.
Producer Sean, that means a lot to me. Thank you. I mean
Hilarious.
that.
Oh, listen, you didn't have to do Shawn Michaels' hairline like that, man.
Some of that sweet chin music.
That was so sad.
Hold on. Wait, can I pretend to laugh so that we can clip this in later so I can pretend like I got the reference?
Dina.
Funny.
Dina, you're always involved.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
And if you all just know your role, shut your mouth. You, and especially you.
Whoa, that was really good.
Yeah!
That was really good.
I don't know what I was doing.
Dina's
but...
got it down. Dina's got it down.
That was really good, Dina. I'm feeling, whoo, shit.
It's hot in here, I know.
All right.
For real, it's
All right,
hot as
Rins,
fuck.
I hear that you've got a story for us.
Yes.
Give us a little tease
Well,
and then
okay.
tell us the story.
So you
I
guys
love a good
have
tease.
some killer stories. I mean, Dina, your life.
I was going to
am
say, you guys.
fascinated. Well, it's Dina. Dina, your
Daniel.
life
I'm kidding.
is fascinating to me. And I appreciate every time I hear a story from you because it is always stepping the next level through. And I'm
I
like,
don't know
Jesus.
how, but yeah.
So I'm grateful to say that I've been able to experience some things in life that are similar, but I don't know if they're as great.
Okay.
I was at one point held at gunpoint by the NSA because I was dressed like an extra from The Matrix.
All right.
So
Sean, hit us some mood music, baby. Let's go.
So I
Yeah,
live.
baby.
I live in Maryland, if anybody knows, and that is right near Fort Meade, the National Security Agency. And I often frequented goth clubs when I was in my early 20s. So, of course, I was dressed like I had the goggles with like the hair spiked up. I was wearing like a black skirt with like black fishnet shirt and like I looked like a badass. Is
there a picture?
There is somewhere. There is somewhere. I can find
later,
it.
I need you to send it to us so we can post this during this episode.
I'm actually going to send you.
See this.
I'm going to send you a video. I'm going to send you a video. I'll send you guys a video. So at one point I went. My friend, his name was Alistair. And Alistair had gotten remarkably drunk, right? Like he had gotten ridiculously hammered. And I said, "Look, buddy, at that time I was not a drinker." And I said, "You know what, buddy? Look, give me your keys. I don't want you to go home. I don't want you to drive home." So he gave me his keys, and I said to my buddy Keith at the time, I was like, "Keith, buddy, we're probably going to need to bring Alistair home, so I'm going to need you to drive behind us so that way you can drive me back." Early 20s, being out till 4 a.m. was not a big deal. So
I know. Hold on. Now you said his name was Keith. I don't think that's emo enough. Can we rename him to something a little bit more?
We
emo?
Absolutely can because he's an asshole. So
okay.
Can we name him Anakin because you said asshole?
Yeah, let's call him Anakin.
Done. We're having another Anakin. Done.
Anakin.
There's some continuity errors here, but okay.
So Anakin follows behind me. I'm driving Alistair's car. And in the car, Alistair has gotten increasingly drunk. Like all of the alcohol has hit him. He's showing me his penis. Which is cool. Like
that's typical.
Like, with consent, that's cool, man. Show me your penis. But he was like, "Is this big?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm driving. I don't know." Compared to me,
a reference to our last episode. Would you say it was 13 and a half inches semi-flaccid?
It was. I mean, we're talking like maybe 3.5 because he was a grower, not a shower. Going back to that joke. It was sort of like it was like some old roast beef in his fist, right? Dude was not able to get it going. So we get to where he's stationed because he's a soldier. We get to where he's stationed. And we pull into Fort Meade, and I'm like, "Oh, this feels weird. Like, there's something going on." So I pull up, and by this point, he's so drunk that he is unable to articulate anything. I say to the guy at the first check station, I'm like, "Hey, buddy, my friend Alistair is super hammered. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm a civilian. I'm just trying to drop him off, but this is his car." And the guy goes, "All right, well, we're going to have to check your car." And I was like, "Why? It's his." He's like, "Well, you're driving it. We don't know if maybe you might have put something in the car." I'm like, "Oh, fuck. If Alistair's got something in the car, I'm fucked." So they bring these German Shepherds around. They're sniffing the car. It's January. I'm standing outside in my goth clothes. These things do not warm you up. I'm freezing. And
wait, you were in goth gear, like whole get up, going on to the military base.
Oh yeah. I just had to drop them off.
That's a horrible idea. I'm a military brat. That's a
awful. Dina, it was awful. It was an awful idea. We're getting there. So we go through two of these checkpoints. We finally get up to the third checkpoint. Yeah. And the guy there at the checkpoint, I sign all in and I say, "Look, I just want to go home. I'm just trying to drop this dude off." Where is like his barracks at? The guy goes, "Okay, I'm going to give you a pass. You can drive about 300 yards up this road, drop him off, and then walk back." I'm like, "Cool, sounds great, perfect." I get in the car, I drive him up. 300 yards goes by, 400 yards, 500 yards. We keep going just into these woods, and I'm like, "Where the fuck are we?" By that point, I hit the odometer. And we get to 1.5 miles, and we finally see the lights from these barracks. Alistair is like, he's hammered. I finally pull in. I'm like, "I don't know where the hell your barracks are. I'm just pushing you out." I pushed him out of his own car, gave him his keys, and started hot-footing it back. Right? Yeah. I'm young. I'm like 21. I ain't run a day in my life. It seemed like, I got this. Yeah, I was a smoker at the time. I'm going to jog and smoke a cigarette. 10 minutes in, I'm dead. I'm just like, So I'm like, how am I? I'm freezing. I'm going to die. I'm wearing the Matrix. What's going on here? Then I see 2 lights in front of me coming closer on this road. And I'm like, yes! Finally, I jump out and I just wave my hands. Please, please help me. At which point, 2 military police leap out of their Jeep, level weapons on me, and tell me to get the fuck on the ground.
Oh, no.
Get the fuck on the ground right now. At which point I do. I get on the ground, and they are screaming at me. Who the fuck are you? Do you have any permission? I hold up my little pass. I'm like, I'm just trying to help somebody out.
Yeah.
Just this thing. And they have to spend like 30 minutes calling on their radios back to like this checkpoint to make sure that I was allowed to be there, because apparently while we had entered on Fort Meade, this was National Security Agency property. And
Oh, no.
oh yeah, so they were like, if you didn't have a pass, you very well could have been held like in federal whatever the fuck you call it, custody. There we go, in federal custody.
Yeah.
So they like escort me back to the checkpoint in this just convoy of Jeeps.
Oh,
And
no.
I was shitting myself. I'm fucking terrified. Are they going to shoot me? I don't know. What's going to happen? So they finally get back. I get in Anakin's car. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's like 4 in the morning at this point. We pull out. I was frozen to the bone. I do not know how the hell I managed to actually stay warm, because goth clothes, them shits don't warm you up.
No.
Not at all. Chains, they get cold. Chastity belts, they get cold. Wait, what?
Chastity belts, right?
Chastity belts, right? So yeah, I was held up at gunpoint by MPs.
Oh, my God. All because of your outfit, Rance.
All because of my
That's
outfit.
incredible.
Yep, all because of my outfit.
All right, guys. Dina, are you ready? Are you mentally prepared? Are you emotionally prepared?
No, I'm never prepared for this shit that you put me through.
Dina, what is happening?
I
Dina,
have a hole in my lip.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. All right, guys. So, producer Sean, do you mind sending this over to Rance? Guys, it is time
it's
for
already there.
Cringey Copulation. Now, here's the deal. Originally, this was meant for producer Sean, but I looked at this and I saw we took this one from our award-winning worst romance, and I said,
No reading ahead,
you know
Rance.
who this story's perfect? Rance. So, Rance, take it away.
Okay, gotcha. So this is The Death of Bunny Monroe by Nick Cave. Wait, is this fucking Nick Cave? Like, actually Nick Cave?
Yep.
Like Gladiator 2 Nick Cave? Like Red Right Hand Nick Cave? Yes. All right. Ready?
Yep.
He slips his hands under her cotton vest, and her body spasms and slackens, and he cups her small, cold breasts in his hands and feels the hard pearls of her nipples like tiny secrets against the barked palms of his hands. He feels the gradual winding down of her dying heart and can see a bluish tinge blossoming on the skin of her skull through her thin ironed hair. Oh, my dear Avril, he says. He puts his hands under her knees and maneuvers her carefully so that her bottom rests on the edge of her settee. Settee? 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 Settee?
What's this?
Settee? Settee? It's her fucking couch! He slips his fingers under the worn elastic of her panties that are strung across the points of her hips, slips them to her ankles, and softly draws apart her knees and feels again a watery ardor in his eyes as he negotiates a button and a zipper. It is exactly as he imagined it. The hair, the lips, the whole. And he slips his hands under her wasted buttocks and enters her like a fucking pile driver. Like a fucking pile driver. Wait, so that was Nick Cave,
Wow.
Guys, that was
fuck is-
necrophilia.
like that guy was legit banging a corpse.
Yes, he was. He
So
was banging a
hold on a
corpse.
second.
Yeah. Oh.
Are we made to believe that this is the Undertaker?
Wait, why is I mean, we got to talk about the biology of this, right?
Can we talk about bark on his hands? Like,
Yeah. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I
Were
think
you
he's out in the
peeing on your
forest
fucking
somewhere.
calluses to make yourself more manly? What the
I mean, he's
fuck?
Is that
fucking
a
a-
thing people do?
He's fucking a corpse.
Yeah, when you
so
start to develop
know-
calluses, you pee on the calluses.
Wait, what?
So that they solidify.
How do you
Oh
know
my god,
this?
is that only a Florida thing?
Dina, what?
What the fuck, Dina?
Wait a second.
Hold up.
Hold on. Are we talking about?
Hold on.
Are we talking
Hold on.
about being stung by a jellyfish?
This
or
is the
just
next
getting
don't
a
make
callus?
it weird.
No.
poll right
Dina,
here.
talk us
Dina.
through this. Hold on. Dina,
So are
talk
you
us through
saying
this.
every guitarist in Florida pisses on their hands? Is that what you're saying?
Let's Stevie Wildcard.
Like,
Yeah,
How
we
does
need
that-
to get Stevie Wildcard on here. We're gonna have to bring him
right.
in as a recording, as an extra for this to answer
when
this
you-
question.
When
How
you
does this-
start to develop calluses, you pee on the callus to make it harden. I've never done that. Let's clarify
Dina?
that.
Dina?
I don't have any calluses. My hands are super soft.
there's a lot of things that people can pee on to make harden, but calluses are probably not one of those. So,
Set us up for that one, Rance. Oh no!
is this literally a thing? Like, have you ever
my
done this
God.
to yourself?
I have never, because, okay, here's the thing. I get told all the time, like, when I shake people's hands or whatever, they're like, oh my God, your hands are so soft. I have super, super, super soft hands.
It's all that pee.
But but
all right, hold on.
I grew
Hold on.
up.
Retired.
I grew up.
Retired Major League Baseball player Moises Alou praised the practice of personal urination to benefit and toughen the skin on his hands.
What the fuck?
What the shit?
So Rance, he wasn't
Of
just doing
all
it for
the
pleasure.
directions,
It wasn't just for pleasure. Wow,
It's
that's
a
a
thing.
thing.
all the
I grew
takeaways
up
from this
hearing
read.
all the men, and they would always be like, if their kids, like their young men, would come up to them and be like, "Oh, my hand hurts." Their dads would be like, "Go pee on it; it'll harden." That's what she said. That's fucking I see what she did. I see it now. I see it now.
I'm going down.
Okay,
I'm-
Dina, there's so many times where I have to question over and over again whether you're just naive or trolling. And it just feels more like trolling this time.
I think this is.
Wait, I
Dina's-
really wasn't.
I googled it, Sean. There's a whole rabbit hole, dude. I googled this. This is a thing.
Lord.
the piss
I'm not
rabbit
trolling.
hole.
I don't.
This is the callous piss rabbit hole. Dina,
Okay,
for your
I thought the grossest part was going to be the poop jokes. Then I thought it was going to be human centipede. But no, it's the fucking peeing on your hands to harden calluses.
Dina, at some point in my writing career, I promise you that someone will pee on their hands to harden. What is it? Is it to?
Yes.
Is it? I promise. Is it to soften their calluses?
No,
No, harden
harden
them.
No,
harden
it
them.
hardens them.
So like,
Tightens
okay,
your
When you
skin.
develop a blister,
Yeah.
you pee on the blister, and
Right.
then it hardens into a callus.
what the fuck is? Okay, wait. So
Just blisters, though? Or can I just pee all over myself?
Right,
to
can I
harden all
just-
my skin?
I think it's just
asking
blisters
for a
because
friend.
it's like soft, sensitive skin.
is it like if I
I don't know.
So if I shake someone's hand and their hand is like shaking a brick, does that mean
Apparently-
they've peed a ton on their hands?
If they're
Definitely.
from Florida, yeah.
Okay, but
Definitely.
if I shake their hand and it's like soft as a baby's bottom, there has been no pee on those hands.
If it's soft as a baby's bottom, you can guarantee that they have a thermos spa because that's my secret.
Okay,
Oh,
cool,
my-
cool.
Not
So
a sponsor.
Oh my god.
Dina, if I shake your hand in real life one day, which is going to happen, and it's as hard as a fucking rock, I'm going to projectile vomit everywhere. Just so you know.
Yeah. As you should, and you should post about it too.
Okay, cool. I will.
Oh shit.
I will.
Literally so soft.
All right, Daniel,
Oh
1 second
my
pitch.
God.
Let's move it on.
All right, here we go, guys. So rants. Now we have a proud tradition on this show. It is called the 1 second pitch. Now we're gonna give you a chance to actually pitch your book completely afterwards. You can give us the elevator pitch, sell people on it, but you've got 1 second to tell people why they need to read your book. And we're gonna do a countdown. Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Maybe my book doesn't suck ass.
Yes. There you go. You heard it, folks. Buy.
Tell you what,
That's good.
A ragged company, his ragged company, the Testament of Eli.
It might not suck.
Maybe
Is
it
one of the
doesn't
best
suck.
testimonials I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it might not suck.
All right, so Rance, give us an actual sell. You get an unlimited time. Tell us why people need to check your book out.
Well, it's a little bit limited.
It's a little bit limited. It's a little bit limited, right?
Little limited.
He's going to literally
look,
pull out the book and read the whole thing.
If you're one of those fucking people who pisses on your hands, this book is for you. I don't know. It's about it's about cowboys, boom booms, whoosh whoosh magic,
Boom boom sticks.
boom
Sorry.
booms, and to me, it was a lot of fun writing it. It is a lot of action from beginning to end, but also put a lot of heart into it, and I cared for it to be the best thing it possibly could be. So if you're into Wild West stuff, if you're into maybe a little bit of horror, but honestly, just a lot of magic and characters being pitted against situations that maybe they wouldn't normally be able to come out of the other end of alive, then maybe it's for you. So, yeah. That's the shittiest pitch I can think of.
It was a beautifully shitty pitch. Listen, as someone who's read this book, I can tell you I fucking loved it. I shout this book from the rooftops, man.
Thanks, brother.
It is fun writing, great dialogue, great pacing, great action, amazing characters. You guys are going to freaking love this book. And when Rance blows up, you guys can be like a hipster and be like, I knew Rance like before he got famous. When he was just like a goth dude getting arrested by police.
Pissing on his hands.
Pissing on his hands.
Can't believe that was in the
And
thing.
listen, so you've got to check this book out. You can get it anywhere. The link will be in the description. And also, just give a quick pitch to the Quarantine Book Club Rants, because this is one of my favorite podcasts.
Thanks,
you
brother.
and Spaceman Bob. I assume that's what his name is.
Space Funky Bob. Space Funky Bob.
No, Spaceman
Uncle
Bob.
Bobo.
Spaceman Bob. I like yes, Uncle Bobo.
Uncle Bobo.
So my brother and I have always done shit together, right? Like he and I are basically the same person.
You piss
we
on each
joke
other's
about-
hands?
We piss on each other's
just-
hands and
just
each other's
mutual hand
mouths.
pissing.
You know.
Oh, no.
And so we read mostly traditionally published books, and we just sort of talk shit about them. Look, the truth is there are some really bad traditionally published books out there, and yeah, it's actually okay to dislike books. We don't go on there and we're not like review bombing them or anything. It's just an hour and a half dedicated to these books sort of suck. But we obviously never do that to indie authors at the same time, because there's a totally different circumstance there, right? But we have a lot of fun with it's NSFW. There's a lot of cussing. We do some, drinking some beer, but it's a chance for me to hang out with my best friend, who is my brother. So check it out.
That's what we do.
It's like, oh my God, it's like a podcast.
Yeah, and I've already told you, the next time you guys need to schedule a book, Dinosaur Lords, I will come on for it. I want to be a part of Dinosaur Lords.
Absolutely.
It's terrible,
Absolutely.
and I hate it.
Can I tell you guys something before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just want to say that your guys' podcast is absolutely one of the best fucking things out there. And I mean that honestly.
Hey!
Producer Sean, you put in so much work behind the scenes. So much work. I can't even begin to express to the world the wonderful experience I had as someone who was going to guest on this show with your immense organization. You were there the entire time asking me questions. It was so professional. You were just absolutely killer, man. And
he really is.
Props to you.
He's the only professional.
I have to overcompensate for Daniel's lack of professionalism.
But also,
it's true.
Dan and Dina, you guys are just great personalities. I love talking to you any chance I get to.
Look at us go.
Both of you make me laugh on the daily, and sometimes I am not the best at demonstrating that people have made me laugh or have brightened my day. So for all the times, for whatever reason, that maybe I haven't expressed that, both of you make my day on a daily basis. So I love all of you. You guys
God damn it, I love you, Rance.
The Rance Positivity Show.
So go piss on your hands.
Rance, man, I fucking love you.
No,
I'm
that
so
was
glad that
so
we got to
fucking nice.
bring you on here, man. Because, dude,
Thank you, Rance.
You brought us all together. Like, oh, man.
I appreciate you saying that we make you laugh because I really like to make people laugh because I like laughing and most people don't make me laugh. So
every day, and I mean that every day.
Thanks.
Rance, where can the folks find you? Where can they find your Twitter, your books, and your podcast, man?
Cool.
Tell us everything.
It's just Twitter at Violence Obscene. The website is www.eliasfaust.com. And if you want to listen to the podcast, it is www.thequarantinebookclub.com. Make sure to put the in there. And also we're on Twitter. It's at the QBC podcast. But I got to be honest with you, I'm still trying to figure out how to make that better. So, yeah.
Same.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, that's all
I've been one of your
Links in the description.
I've been one of your hosts. Link in the description. I have been one of your hosts, Daniel Quigley. You can find me on Twitter at DanQWritesThing. DanQWritesThing, not Dank. Rain and John West, please make a gif of something from this episode. I love you, buddy.
It's dank.
It's not Dank.
This guy loves weed. This guy definitely loves weed.
I'm gonna piss all over my
dank.
calluses. And Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me at Dinosaurs D. That's Big D like these.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've got a bunch of calluses on my feet. I'm about to go in the shower and just spray them down, baby.
It's
Let's
a man
go.
from my own heart. Spray them down.
Ooh, do
Spray
you guys
them
pee in the
down.
shower?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
monsters.
Hey, do
Yeah,
you guys
okay.
ever poop in the shower?
No,
Okay,
no,
Rance. Okay, that's where we draw the line, Rance.
And jazz hands, everybody.
Oh, wait. Wait, I'm the only one who does, or?
The Don't Make It Weird podcast, hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dina Soros. Produced by me, Sean Holden. A very special thanks to our guest this week, Rance D. Denton. You can find his novel, His Ragged Company, A Testimony of Elias Faust, on Amazon. Check out our merch store at store.don'tmakeitweird.net. Every penny of profit will be matched and donated to the Trevor Project in the month of August 2021. We love and appreciate all of you for supporting our show. Until next time, stay weird.